Remember December 59, the howling wind and the driving rain. Remember the gallant men who drowned on the lifeboat, Mona was her name. The wind did blow and the sea rose up, beat the land with mighty waves. At St. Andrew's Bay the lightship fought the sea until her moorings gay.
'Twas on a wild December night, between the hours of 3 and 4, the Mona and her gallant crew left Broughty's silent shore. In darkness, with no star to guide, they faced the angry, rolling tide and headed out towards the bar to help the drifting lightship car. At daybreak, on the Budden sands, proud Mona stood aground, and in her heart her gallant crew, forever outward bound. No more they'll walk the castle green with loved ones hand in hand, or watch the happy children play on Broughty's golden sand. And still the tide will ebb and flow as we sail along life's river, but the gallant Broughty lifeboatmen, forget them shall we never. May God bless their loved ones, and may time ease their sorrow, till they meet again on that eternal shore, on that bright and glad tomorrow.
Therefore, Lord, we think about the past and we remember the bravery, the courage of those who were here before us. And because of them, here we are. This be inspired by their example. And also, Lord, to carry on that tradition of service, of compassion, of friendship, of companionship, knowing, Lord, that there is a blessing upon those things. We praise, Lord, your name for your strength and for your power, as, Lord, you comfort those who even today are still mourning and feeling hard in their hearts of Jesus.
During the Mona's time in Broughty Ferry, she had saved 118 lives. And according to the limited records that we have available to us, she was launched 72 times in anger. And proved from the difficult shouts that she undertook that she was an extremely seaworthy, capable lifeboat. She had frequently been launched in foul weather in her 24 years at Broughty Ferry, and was well liked by all the crew that sailed upon her.
The loss of the Mona deeply affected the local, closely knit, beachy community. Grown men and women were unafraid and unashamed to have tears in their eyes, and some were openly weeping in the streets. Everyone, regardless of age, was initially stunned into disbelief, and then a very deep solemnity descended upon the community. Even after 50 years, the 8th of December is one date in every calendar that does not pass without memory or emotion.
She was one of the best class of lifeboats ever built, a great seaboat, and as anyone who ever sailed in one will agree. But accidents can happen, even to the most experienced of crews, such as you had at Broughty Ferry, and did that December morning.
The reporter from the Evening Telegraph at that time, Pat Shearer, reported years later that he recalled the Mona rocking in the surf. he also said the seemingly impossible had happened. We had lost the Mona and her crew to the cruel sea. The Mona and her brave crews had saved 118 lives and yet caused so much grief on her last shout. We had lost devoted crew members and a boat, but we all have our own memories of such dedicated men.
To always remember the bravery and the courage of the crew of the Broughty Ferry lifeboat Mona, and what they and their families had to give up, coming out to the assistance of the crew of the North Carolina ship. May God bless him.
Crewman David Anderson. Bowman George Watson. Mechanic John Grieve. Crewman Alexander Gall. Crewman John T. Grieve. Coxswain Ronald Grant. Second Mechanic James Ferrier. And Second Coxswain George Smith.